obviously hugely disappointing for us. Had the lead for much of the game and weren't able to finish down the stretch. As a coach, I need to make sure the guys have a plan that they can execute on both ends of the floor. Defensively, we gave up 48 points in the second half, gave up 10 threes for the game. Give credit to Arizona State for making plays on both ends of the floor. It's my job as the head coach to make sure that I'm putting my players in a position to succeed, and I need to do a better job of that. As much as it stings, we need to break down the tape, get as much information as we can to the guys that's going to help them, and then try and prepare for Arizona.
You guys have struggled in close games these last 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think are key factors in that?
I need to look in the mirror and figure it out. I do think it's, for this season right now, a little bit challenging of just different lineups that haven't played much together. For a variety of reasons, we haven't had a full roster, and I don't say that as an excuse, but it's just the cohesion and things like that. You would like to, at the end of the game, have a team that's played a lot together and kind of has a feel of where they're going to be on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. But I don't have an answer other than to say that's on my shoulders.
So, Coach, how much can you attribute to the free throws? 3 of 7 for you guys, and 8 of 14 or 7.
Yeah, it's just, in free throws, a lot of times it's not just the free throw itself. Is it the front end of a one-on-one? Is it time and score, that kind of situation? And there were some free throws that definitely could have extended the lead at a time when, if you do extend that lead, maybe the game doesn't get close down the stretch. So those did prove costly.
All night, you guys only got to the line 7 times. What could you guys have done differently to get to the line more? Because usually home teams tend to get to the line more and just aggression. Just talk about that side of things.
It was certainly an emphasis, really, probably every time out, especially when we got into the bonus in that second half. We were trying to get to the paint. Our guys they need to finish through contact and either finish the plays or find ways to get fouled in there. We need to play stronger in there I believe that when you make stronger, more physical plays, the officials tend to reward you to that. So maybe there's something we can learn from that I need to coach a more aggressive style inside so we can get to the line more and take advantage of being in the bonus.
No timeouts available down the stretch. How does that change things for you guys?
Ideally you do have some timeouts. I'm not one to call a ton of timeouts throughout a game. The last one we burned to be able to get Spencer and Mike Jones back in the game because that's the lineup I wanted down the stretch. In a perfect world, I'd have more timeouts, but we did use them throughout and didn't have that. And I do think we've worked on late game situations quite a bit. I think the guys were prepared. We knew what we were running, but at the end of the day, their players made the plays down the stretch and we did not.
All right, Coach, another disparity, not a whole lot, but pretty big. 13 turnovers for you guys, 9 for them, so less than 10. 4 turnovers, of course, can make a difference in the game.
No question. This year compared to probably my previous years, our turnover numbers are down, but when we do get above 12, 13, that is more challenging for us. I think offensively, if we can keep turnovers down and shooting those high percentages, we're pretty good. But also echo a little bit at what I said with the free throws. It's not just the turnovers, but the time and score situation. Who's making the pass? Why are they making the pass? Are they able to complete the pass? As a coach, making sure we're throwing it to the right guys and the right plays. And so, again, those are on my shoulders, but we need to make sure we have the right players making the plays down the stretch, and both from a passing standpoint and from a receiving standpoint and a playmaking standpoint.
A couple times, at least, you guys kind of force it inside the cut, and they kind of picked it up. Just kind of what's happening there, and is it something they're looking for? Guys aren't cutting in time or out of sync. Just kind of what kind of happens on those, or guys just not making the passes you want in those situations.
One of them, we had a play call that was very, very confident was going to work, and we broke it off and tried to go high-low and just absolutely didn't see the weak side defender. Turned into the easiest steal for them probably of their life. You know, as the passers, we need to be not only seeing the guy in front of you, but also seeing the weak side defenders. And the turnovers, there were a couple turnovers I was disappointed in, because if we ran the play properly and through, I think we probably do have the right passer and the right guy in the post that we're throwing it to. And those are mistakes that squarely fall on my shoulders.
So, Coach, you know, how much time can you harp on this with the number 4 team across the bay, won impressively, and they're coming here New Year's Eve? So, how long can you harp on this one and say, hey, we got to get ready for Arizona?
Well, as a program, as a team, I mean, maybe I should do more harping. I try and treat the guys with a great deal of dignity and respect, and give them the information, and have a balance of motivation and accountability as well. But this is a game that I'll go back and watch. We will give them the information as to why we lost the game. Ideally give them some things, tangible things that they can really lean into, and then we need to turn the page quickly to prep for Arizona. So it's a combination of both those things, and our guys are mature enough and able to do both those things.
12 points off the bench for Cannon tonight. What did you see from him?
I was extremely impressed with him. He had great activity. He played under control in the paint, which we've been coaching him on, and he's really been receptive to that. I thought he made, you know, a couple plays that I didn't love, but for the most part, I thought he played really an exceptional game with speed, under control. For the most part, shot the right shots, and has great activity on the defensive end.
Anything else? All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.